The Outer Space Treaty, formerly known as the Treaty on Principles Governing States' Activities in the Exploration and Use of Outer Space, including the Moon and other celestial bodies, is a multilateral treaty that serves as the foundation for international space law. The treaty's key provisions include prohibiting the use of nuclear weapons in space, limiting the use of the Moon and all other celestial bodies to peaceful purposes, stating that space shall be freely explored and used by all nations, and prohibiting any country from claiming sovereignty over outer space or any celestial body. Although the treaty prohibits the establishment of military bases, testing weapons, and conducting military maneuvers on celestial bodies, it does not expressly prohibit all military activities in space, such as the establishment of military space forces or the placement of conventional weapons in space. From 1968 to 1984, the treaty gave rise to 4 more agreements: guidelines for moon operations, accountability for spacecraft damage, safe return of fallen astronauts, and space vehicle registration. It was negotiated and prepared under the auspices of the United Nations and opened for signing on 27 January 1967 in the United States, the United Kingdom, and the Soviet Union, before entering into force on 10 October 1967. As of February 2022, the treaty has 112 parties, including all major spacefaring states, and 23 signings. So why was the treaty signed in the first place? The development of intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, in the 1950s, which might reach targets through outer space, sparked the Outer Space Treaty. The launch of Sputnik, the first artificial satellite, by the Soviet Union in October 1957, followed by an arms race with the United States, expedited efforts to outlaw the use of outer space for military reasons. On October 17, 1963, the United Nations General Assembly overwhelmingly passed a resolution barring the deployment of weapons of mass devastation in outer space. During a General Assembly session in December 1966, many suggestions for an arms control treaty covering outer space were considered, culminating in the development and acceptance of the Outer Space Treaty the following January. From the late 1950s until the mid-1980s, the treaty served numerous practical purposes and was the most significant link in the chain of international legal agreements for space. The treaty was at the center of a network of interstate treaties and strategic power agreements aimed at achieving the greatest possible circumstances for nuclear weapons world security. The treaty further proclaims that space is a region for free use and exploration by everybody, and they wrote, and I quote, "shall be the province of all mankind." If you want to know more, please subscribe, leave a like, and see you in the next episode of History 7.